Curse of the Midnight Wolf. Long ago, in a quiet village of Obama, surrounded by tall trees and whispering winds, lived a young girl named Edeora. She was just 18, with a gentle spirit and eyes that carried the sadness of someone who had seen too much too soon. Her mother had passed when she was 12, and her father, blinded by loneliness, took another wife. This new wife, Ijeoma, was a woman with a stone for a heart. She starved Edeora, gave her the heaviest chores, and treated her like a stranger in her own home. The villagers whispered among themselves about the poor girl's suffering, but Ijeoma was feared by all. No one dared to speak out loud. But Edeora was not completely alone. Nnamdi, her childhood friend, had been by her side since the day her mother died. Now working on her father's farm, Nnamdi was her safe space. He made her laugh, helped with her burdens, and listened when she had no words. Their bond was quiet but deep, a comfort neither of them could explain. One dry season morning, as Edeora walked to the stream, her stomach empty and aching, she saw a drink and biscuit placed by the roadside. It was food sacrificed to the gods. Everyone in the village knew not to touch such offerings. But hunger has no ears. She ate and drank. That night, something strange happened. At exactly 12 a.m., Edeora began to tremble. Her bones cracked. Her nails grew long. Her eyes turned yellow like a hunter's moon. With every ounce of strength she had left, she muscled herself up, burst through the door, and ran past the huts, past the dusty road, deep into the forest. Her feet pounded the ground, arms pumping, heart racing as the fire inside her threatened to break free. But she didn't stop. Only when she reached the Iroko tree, breath ragged and body shaking, did she collapse to her knees and let the transformation take her. Terrified of harming anyone, Edeora began sneaking out each night to chain herself to the base of the great Iroko tree, deep in the forest. Every morning, she returned home tired and silent, her secret locked away. But Ijeoma, curious about her nightly disappearances, followed her one moonlit night. Hidden in the bushes, she watched Edeora transform. Her eyes widened in horror. She ran back to the village, but instead of keeping the secret, she told everyone that Edeora was a demon who turned into a wolf at midnight. The village buzzed with fear and whispers. But Nnamdi refused to believe the worst. Edeora, ashamed and afraid, told Nnamdi the truth. At night, Edeora, with tears in her eyes, led Nnamdi to the Iroko tree. There, he watched her change. But instead of running, he swore to find a cure. The next morning, Nnamdi searched. He spoke to elders, visited distant priests, and learned that the curse could be broken if the same gods who were fed were also appeased, not with fear, but with truth and sacrifice, and they did exactly as they were told. On the night the villagers planned to come and witness Edeora's transformation, ready to banish or kill her, they found her asleep peacefully on her mat. They waited till mid-morning and nothing happened. The people began to murmur in confusion. Then Nnamdi stepped forward and told the truth of the cursed food, of Edeora's pain, and of the selflessness with which she chained herself each night to protect them. The villagers turned their eyes not to Edeora, but to Ijeoma, who had let cruelty fester in silence and fed lies to the entire village. In a rare show of unity, they banished the stepmother from the village for her wickedness. As for Edeora, her curse was lifted, her name cleared, and her heart finally at peace. Edeora's father, ashamed and guilty, apologized to Edeora for not being able to protect her as her father and for letting Ijeoma treat her poorly.